7:04.
Okay.
Let's turn it over to Neela.
Okay.
Good Tuesday evening to everyone.
Greetings back.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I have a leave meeting sign. I don't know why that came up. Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Shall we start tonight with Doris?
All
Doris,
right.
do you have work to share?
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right. Now,
Sarah's journal.
Okay, good.
come on. All right. This one is
Hi, Sarah.
Oh,
Nice.
It's fun.
oh, nice.
Doris, very nice.
this is from the sketch I did a couple meetings ago.
Wow, you sketched that, Doris,
Oh,
because
well, I sketched 1/6 of this, and then it was put onto the computer, and all that, like changing it and adverting it, turning the white paper to black, and the white
wow.
Yeah.
hanging around. So I made a snowflake with it.
Wow.
And the middle part was a paper cutting that I found online.
And we very clearly there's 6 hidden faces.
Yes.
Faces
Yes.
Beauty.
But they're not so hidden.
Not so hidden.
Right.
No. There's probably a 7th in there somewhere.
Only Doris knows.
Yeah, the middle part is not actually, this was taken off of the internet.
Oh, wait a minute.
So,
I see a bald man with glasses.
yeah.
I do.
One of us.
Yeah, in the center, around the center.
Around the center, more faces.
The top of the head, you come down a little bit, their eyebrows and
Yeah.
eyes behind glasses, and then a nose and a mouth.
Oh, Lord, Janice. Talk about
All
Russia.
right.
It's supposed to be Ben Franklin.
Supposed to be.
Oh, really?
Well, you mean there really is that person there?
The paper cutting here in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
Ben Franklin.
Oh, I'm getting scared because I can't see anything other than.
May I direct you?
You can try. You can try. I don't see it at all.
Okay.
You see Ben Franklin.
On the left-hand side at the top, there's let's see, how can I explain this? Okay, there's an oval.
That's the profile. Yeah. That's
an oval, and it's a black colored face with white
Oh, yeah, I do see
eyebrows and
yes,
glasses.
Yes,
and
yes.
hello.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I do see it now. Thank you, Janice.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Don't
want you to miss out.
Sort of all the way around. Sort of duplicated all the way around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I wonder if the stark black background was modulated slightly with a tint to match the hexagonal cutouts.
Oh, you're echoing.
I'm not sure it needs it, but I would experiment with that.
Yeah, well, I could try. I don't know how much I could do, but it's on the it's on the computer, so I mean, I could try. I could try doing different things with it. So,
Yeah, if you feel like it. You know, you might be finished with this, but
yeah. Well, you could do different things with it and still keep this one. You know, you can have multiple of them. It's a computer.
Yeah, variations.
Yeah. And this, Wait a minute. Yeah, is that it? This coming up, Alton Cole gave me, I went to the gallery opening. He gave me a book of nude models. So recently, a whole bunch of sketches. They're quick. They're all quick sketches. So I put them together in.
Oh,
I just put them together in groups on the computer. So.
Good. Nice.
Very, very nice.
yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Were they actually people, Doris?
It's actually photographs, yes.
Those photographs of people. Okay.
They were like one pose and they would show it in all different angles.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
Very
It's
interesting.
reference to use for your art and stuff for artists, and so I was doing a lot of sketches out of it. And, I probably will use it for.
I didn't quite catch that.
I was doing a lot of sketches out of it,
Mm-hmm.
quick sketches. So, but I will use it for reference for finished work.
Chris, you said you were doing quick
Nice.
sketches. The ones on the left, the ladies on the left, are very intricately drawn. So how long did it take you to do those three on the left?
One's on the left.
Yes, my left. I don't know about your left. There are three.
What's your left and
I'm looking at the ladies.
The three women.
the ladies with the design at the top?
Yeah, yeah.
They were quick.
Because they look like they took a long time.
They're more shaded than the other ones. That's the only difference. They were quick. I don't know.
What is the function of those organic shapes that appear in the first and second?
I put them there because there was mess ups.
Okay.
To cover up the things.
It's a good answer.
A fig leaf.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
It's funny.
I guess not everyone comes out perfect. Here's the. Oh, it's not bad. This is a group of 6 of them.
Ah.
You really love it.
Oh, very nice. The
Fantasy, great fantasy.
This
Wow.
one is a lot more involved. This one here.
Yes.
Mhm.
Was that an actual, again, was that a photo or a real model?
They're photos.
All out of the book.
All out of the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
have a real sense of life about them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have thought that you had drawn them in a class.
Yeah. Maybe
They're not
like-
fixed.
Well,
I-
you said they're photographs, right?
They were photographs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they photographs as you have drawn them, like with wings, or did you add all that?
I added the wings.
Great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
were they color or black and white?
But the photographs?
Yeah.
They're black and white, I think. Yeah. Yeah, my husband wanted me to do the wings because he saw this girl with the wings here.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I love the poses.
Yeah, I do.
Some of their
The
poses
ones on the right.
really, some of the poses were really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. The angle.
Yeah.
The top left there looks complicated, difficult.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The bottom right, I
Yeah.
guess.
Some of them are really hard.
Mm.
Yeah, this is basically what I did this week was sketching.
Very
Yeah.
good, Doris.
Nice.
Yeah. I wanted to show you. I got this little book. We had a library book sale, and I was in it. The art table. But anyway, I found this little book. I don't know if you can see it.
Uh-huh.
Backwards, isn't it?
Chandelier Towers.
Chandelier tower.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh.
His name is
Chilhooly.
Chahuli. Yeah,
Oh,
you know,
Oh,
Oh,
very
sure.
nice.
Never heard
Oh,
of him.
yeah.
here like wait a
he's
minute.
glass, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
All
Uh-huh.
glass. You know,
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun to look at.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's like these huge sculpture things that are all blown glass.
I think he takes his inspiration from the ocean,
It looks
from jellyfish and cuttlefish and that sort of thing. And he
Yeah.
lives in Washington State, I think, or Oregon.
Hmm.
I think it's Washington. You know,
Washington State.
I think so. Yeah.
Can someone spell his name, please?
I feel the same way as Bob. I've never heard of this name.
I think it's
H-
CHIHOU.
L-Y.
Is he an artist?
CHOY.
There's a museum of his work over in St. Pete.
Oh, nice.
Well,
I'll look him up.
I think it's CH, isn't it? Chiholi?
Chaholi. Yeah.
Yeah. CHOU.
CHI. Chaholi.
CH. Actually, could you hold it up? So it's in writing. I couldn't read the writing.
Read his. Wait a minute.
Well, Doris, can you just spell it out again?
Yeah, I just have CHOUI.
CHIHULY.
The stranger.
Chiholi.
HULI. CHIHULI. Chihuli.
That was a very, very complex.
Thank you.
Why?
Nice, Doris. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Doris.
Yes.
Thank you.
Shall we go to Don? Don, do you have things to share?
I don't have a whole bunch, but I'll show you what I got.
Okay.
Oh, there he
I
is.
started working with some French watercolors. They're called Sennelier watercolors.
Sennelier.
Complicated
And
words
LA.
tonight.
So this is a swatch of the colors.
How do they differ from some other?
They're not as granular as the Kuretake watercolors, and the pigments seem more saturated.
Don,
And I did a little sketch.
Oh, wow.
that's
Nice.
beautiful.
I like that, Don.
Very, very,
Very
very
nice, Don.
nice.
I like the suggestion of the land.
Mhm.
It's just so nice and simple compared to the top part of your painting.
Yes.
That's
Nice
great.
contrast.
Thanks.
And you didn't get carried away on the greenery.
Yeah, the greenery. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because
Uh,
it's not very green here. It's sort of a gray green.
Mm.
It's
Okay,
hard
well,
to keep it toned down.
I mean, on the leaves.
Mhm.
I like the shape of the trees.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too.
Well, that's what I have for this week.
So is that a real scene, or did you just make up the scene?
It's from a photograph, but it's a graveyard in Haines City, Florida.
Hmm.
Uh,
And I noticed the central theme again,
Yeah,
and it works perfectly.
thank you.
yeah, I suspect we'll see this place again.
I hope so. Well, thank you, folks.
Oh, you know what I
Thank
wanted
you.
to know, Don? Do you put out your colors like that on a sheet before you do something, or is that to show us?
I want to test out the colors because in the pan they look darker. So when you
Okay,
put it on the white paper, you see the actual colors,
right, because you've done that a few times when you were showing us, and
the
that's
different kinds of paint. Yeah,
that's a great idea.
So
thanks.
just for fun, as a test, why don't you frame that and submit it as an artwork? Because I've said that so many times before. I see stuff like that at Sotheby's and Christie's. If you went really big with it, they would take you seriously.
You're talking about the swatches.
Yeah.
Correct. That's a
School.
good name.
I
That's a
don't-
good name. We call it swatches.
It's a school.
It's just experimenting with the color, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree, Kim.
But
Yeah, I disagree too.
Yeah, it's just
what?
playing
We're
around.
not.
About what?
Really,
Framing
because
it
I
and
really
putting
love
it
it.
in.
I like the way it looks, and I think it would sell.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, we all have these dreams.
I know.
Few of them come true. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Don.
You're welcome.
Kim, can we go to you?
Sure. So Doris said she spent her week sketching. So I spent my week sketching using Doris's software that she told me about. Thank you, Doris.
Oh,
And so my theme is experimental sketching. If only I can get my mouse to work, we'll be in business. Here we go. Share screen. So nothing earth shaking, just using Doris's I don't know if you call it software, whatever it is, sketch app. And I had a lot of fun this week experiencing spring in the countryside. So this is one of my shots of, again, Schoolhouse Road, but no dogs.
Beautiful.
It's,
Beautiful.
lovely.
Yeah.
I love the pop of color.
Yeah.
It was very sublime. This whole time that I've been here, I've experienced the spring in ways I never have before because of Doris's sketch app. Because I took shots that I wouldn't normally have taken without the sketch app. So that's why. Okay,
Yeah.
so then
Sky is such a nice color there too.
Yes.
what was that kind of day?
Yeah.
Just got to be grateful for the day, I guess, and no dogs.
Yes.
Did you say no dogs?
No
And that
dogs.
is a good title.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Now, I was having my car serviced in a little town called Holstead, and it was very, very foggy. So I have a lot of shots, but I can only show you one. So this is it. This is Holstead, Maine.
Oh, fun.
And you can see the sky is that very sort of horrible color because it was very foggy morning. And actually, this is actually hillside covered in fog. You can't really see it because it's just generally gray. But this is this little street, which I did with the Sketch app.
That sketch it's on the cell phone, is that right?
Yes, it is. But the point is that there are many Sketch apps. The one that Doris gave me is free. That's the thing. And
Sure.
Doris, you know how many ads there are there? If you go to a zone with no internet, like I did in Halstead, you won't be bothered by any of those ads. You can just go straight and do your stuff. So I just thought this was a fun thing to do because actually it's a ugly town. So if I could make it look a little bit nicer, this
Can
is
you
what
make that bigger for us?
I can, but you know what? I'm going to be framing these as tiny, teeny ones because it doesn't go well when it's bigger, in my opinion.
Hmm.
You know, it's not the resolution isn't really good enough. So I'll do it, but then I won't do it for very long because I'm planning to print, if I print them for local sale, they'll be very, very, 5x7s or 4x6s even.
Well, you've presented this as a charming little town. You say it really is pretty plain and not
Yes, it is.
that
Yes,
attractive, but this looks adorable.
Does it really?
Yeah,
Not Halstead? No,
Yeah.
no.
What?
It really looks adorable?
It
Well,
looks,
it
looks like
It's
Yeah.
the facades of the buildings.
it looks like a charming little town.
Oh God,
you
you
know,
know what? Janice, I have to be frank here. There are charming towns. Certainly Montrose would be more charming, and certainly New York State has Owego and all those little Binghamton even. But Halstead is like really bad.
Sounds like you've done a great job.
Put the volume off.
I thought I did.
No, I
Well,
keep hearing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so my next I'm doing 4 quick things. So this is my
Okay.
next
Magnified.
Okay, so this is a shot of spring outside Lindley Guest House on Main Street in New Milford. I was just enchanted with the blossoms, so I hope you enjoy them as much as
Yes.
Very nice.
really.
They're like a texture. I want to touch them.
Yeah.
It was enchanting, actually, just walking down that street that Saturday and just taking pictures of all the blossoms. And this is just one of these set of blossoms I took. Okay, so my last shot is for Walcott, who needs to tell us where this is.
Ah,
And I'm sorry about the green water, but it was green.
That looks good.
it's a Japanese
Walcott?
garden. Looks like the
No.
Japanese gardens.
No, Walcott, we never went to the Japanese garden, but I hope we can
They
next
have a
time.
bridge like that. That's all.
Do they?
That's at Echo Park. That's right.
That's correct. You remember that day we went to Echo Park and it was really hot.
That's Echo Park.
So my week was also spent sketching, like Doris, only with using her app. And I had a bunch of fun. I really did.
That's great. That's great.
Love it. Love it.
Nice.
That's good.
Very nice.
Very
Thank you
nice.
very much. Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank you,
kindness.
Kim.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
A lot of fun.
It was. It really was.
And I like your hat, Kim.
Thank you. It's just like a regular hat turned backwards just for variety, you know. Can't bore you with the same hat every time.
It's hoodlum style.
Exactly. Or the Three Stooges. Do you remember the Three Stooges?
Oh, yes.
Didn't they have a hat like this? On the
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go to Walcott.
Okay. This week has been a non-photography week. So I picked something off the shelf quickly here. And let's see if I can get this thing going. That's bokeh.
my
And
gosh.
that's one of those color things in bokeh. And
Is it?
yeah, it's underneath the bridge here. Why can't I make this?
Wow.
It can't. What am I doing here? Can't make it into full.
I love those little boats.
Yeah, they were very pretty. Of course, the whole thing is a different color entirely. I mean, it's a gray concrete. It's sort of uninteresting concrete, and just the only colorful thing might have been the freight cars in the background there. But I had this and I just grabbed it. Frankly, I wasn't going to show anything tonight, but so that's one. And this is bokeh by an artist who is famous for his doing bokeh work down there, Benito Quinquela Martin. And
It's
he was
wonderful.
1890 to 1977, and he did all of these things. I think they're probably 1930s bokeh, and it was a big going harbor at that point. It was the place where everything came in, and he has, that's his work. That's what he's been doing, and that was a picture of it in a gallery. I thought, well, maybe you guys will be interested.
That's where I thought you and I would be going, to that place. Walcott.
Yeah, we went to bokeh.
No, but I mean, does that place not exist? That scene, that thing?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I can't tell you. I don't know where that would actually be, because the industry has changed, and no, I don't know where that would be, if it's anywhere at all. It may not even have ever been. So can't say. Don't know. So that's it for me for tonight, folks.
This painting reminds me of work that was done in America in the 20s and 30s. The sort of industrial scenes. The names are escaping me, unfortunately.
Was it Sheila?
Yeah.
Charles Sheila.
Yeah.
But also the Ashcan. I see some of the Ashcan school a little bit.
Smoke,
maybe.
Yeah.
Progress and factories and bustling wharves. It has so much energy to it.
And basic workers. About workers.
Yes.
Yes. Sheila would not put in the workers.
Well, let's see. The
probably.
name Demuth comes to mind.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Would that fit?
Yeah.
Alice's favorite.
I think Martine was more about the working class and the working people, and used bokeh as a base for that. But I've only seen a bigger gallery. It was several years ago of his work up in Tigray. So anyway, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
We really enjoy seeing work by people outside of what we know. It really ties everything into a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Thank you. Shall we go to Janice?
No, because Janice doesn't have anything tonight.
Okay, that's fine. We will go to Sarah.
Sarah doesn't have anything tonight.
Okay, let's try for a third. Mike.
I'm showing for Mike.
Okay.
Okay. Are you there,
Very
Mike?
good.
Yeah.
Mike's,
Yep.
wait, Mike is
His sound is
Muted.
off.
muted.
Can I yell out? No, I won't yell out. You'll all hear me.
Okay, now you can hear me.
Yes.
Just excuse me for the group. I have a terrible head cold, so I'm being muted. Because I don't know if you can even understand me. But
Yes.
if you can, after Sarah and everybody's finished, if you can understand what I'm saying now, I have a a real good one for you.
Oh, goody. Yay!
Okay, now this is one of Mike's, well, Mike, can you tell about it? I had trouble putting it together because I didn't give myself enough time. So I was naughty today. So, Mike, why don't you tell them about your photograph?
It's a 3-image composite or collage. One of ballet dancers, another one of a man adjusting a clock at the top of the clock tower. And then I added the male ballet, or I manipulated the male ballet dancer's arm and hand so
That's
that
hilarious.
the clock adjuster could sit on his hand.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and just,
He's just
making
holding it up.
something out of nothing.
I think you had it about daylight saving time originally.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it was announcing daylight savings time. So, but just playing, just playing.
And there's actually 2 of them here. So, one is really black and white, and one has some more details. So I'm just showing both of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, the one that's sepia or
Right.
not black and white. I can see the clock turner better than in the black and white.
Yes.
I didn't pick that up in the beginning.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, see, here it is. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard getting his hand right under the guy's butt.
Yeah. It's just, ballet to me is serious, so I figure, what can I make silly out of ballet? So,
Yeah. I really like this, Mike.
thank you.
Me too.
Shall I
Thank you.
take it down, hon?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, is that it for you, Mike?
Yeah, well, I have a short one for you if you can understand me with this cold.
Yeah, but I don't think we've seen everybody's art yet.
Yeah,
Then
we have to-
by all means, go ahead. I didn't know if you could hear
Okay.
me when I said it.
But
By
we
all
won't.
means,
All
if
right.
there's time, fine. If not, I'll save it for another group.
All right.
Okay.
We'll get back to you soon.
Yeah, we'll get back to you.
I'm going to turn off my sound now so I don't break your eardrums with my cough.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
I feel really sorry for you because you just had a cold a while back.
Yes, we're trying to make him well.
Good idea.
Chicken soup.
Yeah.
Well,
Shall we go to Bob? Bob, do you have work to
Yes,
share?
I do.
Okay.
After a period of some lack of production, I've actually got productive this week. And let me go to my website. All right, this is a combination of 2 pictures. It's meant with high art intentions, and there's 2 versions of it. One version is with my usual frame and trilobite and border, and the other one is more the way it would be displayed in a gallery. And the genesis of this piece is simply what I call a geometrical synchronicity. On the left is a C-130 plane coming in for landing in a hostile zone, and they send off these flares so that if anybody's shooting heat-seeking missiles, they'll be misled. Okay, and that is a picture. It's somewhat famous. It was they called it Angel Flight, and a country music song was written about it. The other picture is an attractive young woman with braids, and I rotated the one and superimposed them.
Oh, yeah.
The woman in there.
And there's the woman with the braids, and
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then the other one
The things that you
I have today, this is less artistic. I have become somewhat obsessed with the various wars that were going on, which are using a lot of drones. So someone put together a chart of all the drones as of like 3 years ago.
Wow.
And I was attracted by the variation of design. I mean, it really looks like natural evolution, like a Darwinian chart of fish or
Birds.
beaks. And I have more to say about the subject of drones, which are interesting, but I will spare you. But just to keep an eye on Turkey. Turkey right now is the major drone manufacturer, which is a surprise to me.
Surprise to me.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, and it affects the alignment of powers because Turkey is technically in NATO, but it's not really, if you know what I mean. All right. So that's it. Let me review my two artistic ones. I'm going to stop share, and I'm going to share again. And just like him, I'm having trouble with my mouse. Well, I wanted to get an impression from you guys as to which you preferred of the angel flight and the girl with the pigtails. Do you prefer it with the frame or without the frame?
But we're not seeing that.
We're seeing hyper.
No, you're not seeing it.
Okay.
Right. All right. I'm going to go back.
I will be right.
I have no idea why that's happening. All right. I will try again. I want to show the two versions.
Is anyone else getting an echo from Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's because
yeah.
that's because the window's open or the
No,
door's
it's
open.
it's because my studio's open. Why don't I close the door?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, in general, we don't have great sound in this Zoom. I wish we did. All right, so here's the angel flight and the pigtail girl with the frame device, and here it is without.
I like it with the frame.
And it's
like
I do too.
See that again, Bob, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it without.
Okay. I think I may go back and forth, depending on the artwork. But all right. Thank you very much. And I'm going to.
Thank you, Bob.
That's great.
Nice.
Thanks, Bob.
Okay. Has everybody shown that wanted to show work?
Yes.
Okay. I have just a couple pieces that I can share. I'm just going to have to turn the computer so you can see it. I haven't taken photographs or anything lately. Can you see the flowers?
Yes.
Yes.
Those are origami.
Wow.
And so I started with 3 sheets of 6-inch paper and folded them up.
Wow.
And I've been having a good time with the flowers.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So those are my sketches for the week.
Was that for pure enjoyment, or do you have a purpose with them?
Just enjoyment. I like folding paper and seeing what I can do with it.
Yeah.
Is that what origami is, Neela? Is that what it is making flowers?
No, it's paper folding. It can be geometric. Today, a lot of people use computer generated programs to fold fabric and metal, and they've sent a lot of heat shields up on some of the little satellites, and they're all folded by computer generated origami patterns.
Really?
Yeah, this is a new age for it. So it's really fascinating.
Well, but you work by hand. You fold by hand. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I suspect to get to machine folding would be a number of steps higher.
Oh, it's
much more
entirely
expensive.
different. Yeah. Yeah.
But then you're not touching the paper, so it's a different, I guess,
Yeah.
totally different experience.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So that is what I have been doing in my spare time. and
Good for you.
And I've been working on my prints, and one of these days I will have some photos of them and put them up.
Good.
Great.
Good.
Great.
We'll be waiting.
All right.
Look forward to it.
And I am done, and we can go to art news, and we can go to Mike. So,
All right.
Whichever you want.
Let me do my art news, which is very short. I was lazy this week and had to deal with a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to deal with. You all are familiar with that. So, okay, is this visible?
Not yet.
It's not. Not yet. All right. Okay, share sound, optimize for video clip. So I decided to do a little thing for Mother's Day.
Oh, nice.
Where do grandmas go when they get lost? This is, 6 minutes or 5 minutes or so. And it is done using artificial intelligence. And I do not object much to using AI-generated material for films, because if you look at the set of the movie studio, it's totally artificial. But anyway, here's where do grandmas go when they get lost?
I lost my grandma. But I wonder, where do grandmas go when they get lost? Maybe they just walk with the other lost grandmothers to a secret land? A place so far away that even our maps cannot find it. Over there, our little grandmothers grow as big as the story they used to tell us. Then, they become so strong and so tall that they transform into beautiful trees. Big icebergs. Giant mountains. Sometimes, they also turn into cozy houses. But I heard someone say that the truth is they change into dust. I'm not sure. Maybe they also do that. I'm not an expert. All I know is that, in the end, our grandmothers become the world itself. So, where is my grandma? I don't know, but I can feel that she's very close. Her scent is in every flower I smell. Her smile is in every wave of the sea. And I can hear her voice singing in the wind. Grandma, I hope that wherever you are, you can also feel me. Feel all the love that I have for you.
All right. That's our Mother's Day art news.
I love it.
Yeah.
It was
Very nice.
There were technical problems. I'm sorry. All right. It is 7:52. Mike, do you have some light to shed on the world around us?
Sure. Wait a minute. Let me make sure my sound is on. Okay. Yeah, quickly. Two men are sitting at a bar at a bar in a hotel in Center City on the 10th floor. And one leans over to the other and he says, do you like the bet? And the other one says, yeah, sure, I like to bet. So he takes $100 bill out of the first one, takes $100 bill out of his pocket and puts it on the bar. He says, I'll bet you this $100 that I can walk over to that big window against the wall, open it, lean out, spread my arms, jump out of that window, and gracefully land on the pavement below. Guy says, you're crazy. What are you talking about? First one says, I thought you said you like the bet. He says, well, I do, but he says, tell you what, $200. Guy says, you have a bet. First one stands up, takes off his tie, takes off his jacket, walks over to the window, raises the window, leans out, spreads his arms, and jumps. And slowly and gracefully floats down to the pavement 10 stories below. He looks up at the window on the 10th floor, tips his hat, and walks back into the hotel. He goes up the elevator, sits down where he was before, and he says to the bartender who was, holding the money, he says, Okay, and the guy goes, wait a minute. There's something funny here. There's something fishy here. He says, I bet that there's some kind of an air current outside of that window that allowed you to do that. So he says, I'll tell you what, for your $100, double or nothing, I'll bet you that if you did it, I can do it. Guy says, are you sure? He says, yeah. He says, oh, okay, go ahead. Guy puts down another $100, takes off his tie, takes off his jacket, walks over to the window, leans out, spreads his arms, and jumps. Goes down like a rock. Wham! Slams into the pavement. 10 stories below. Splattered all over the pavement.
Oh, gosh.
Well, bartender who's holding the money walks over to the first guy. He says, you know, I have to tell you, sometimes you really have a weird sense of humor, Superman.
Wow.
And it's clean.
That's,
Yeah.
yes.
Except for the splatter.
Yeah. That's
It's,
drama.
Superhero sacrilege.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have any news for the upcoming week? Or
Nope.
all right, it's
I
7:56.
did want to say something.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Now
Yes.
we can.
Yes.
Okay. I've gone back on YouTube and watched some of the videos from when we were in the pandemic and we had the salons on Sundays and we had, in fact, even Neela did book art and some other things. So I just want to say, if ever you're want to see something again or try something that maybe you didn't see during that time, go to YouTube. I've really enjoyed the few that I've watched. I have to say.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And I
Good.
recommend it if you have some time, and usually you can find out in the very beginning what it's going to be about. Because they had one about collage and one about just the variety of them. So I do suggest, if you're interested, to try that. Who's ever interested?
Okay.
Is it
All you have to do is go to YouTube.
Thank you, Sarah.
Go to YouTube and type in what?
The Plastic Club.
And there's also a link in my invitation email, which takes you to all the past recordings of this sharing.
That's a legacy, isn't it, Bob?
Great.
Yeah.
It is.
That's wonderful.
It is wonderful. It is. It's
It is.
it's really nice to go back, because now, what is it, like 3.5 years ago?
Yeah.
And there was one where Bob was speaking about things. I mean, I'm just suggesting it to people because many of you may not have even seen them. So that's all. I've enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you.
Very therapeutic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, 7:58. Shall we say goodnight?
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you,
See you-
everyone.
All right.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Take care.
See you next week.